Hey everyone, welcome to the Hedgehog Zone Live. We'll be starting soon. Here we go! We'll be starting soon. We'll be starting soon. We'll be starting soon. Here we go!
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of your Sun AM or Sun PM, depending on your time zone, Sonic the Hedgehog live show here on our social media for the Hedgehog Zone podcast. My name is Luis, and I want to introduce my guest tonight. First, I want to go to Retro Fate. It's her first ever podcast, so welcome to the live show, Retro.
Thanks. Hello. Do I need to do an introduction?
If you'd like to do an introduction,
Yeah. So I'm Retro Faith. I live in the UK, in London. I'm a games journalist and obviously a huge Sonic fan, which is why I'm here. I played Sonic from the very, very first game back in 1991, and I've never stopped loving Sonic since. Knuckles is my absolute favourite. Just love his attitude and everything about it. Sonic and Knuckles is my favourite game, and I'll never stop collecting and loving Sonic.
Awesome. Yeah, that's really cool. And as I mentioned before we went live, Houston from our team is a big Knuckles fan, and he's actually going to be joining us. He just let me know he will be on, and he is going to be so amazed at seeing that Knuckles, and he's going to want to buy it off me. And that's also one of his favorite games too. So I'm sure he's going to be thrilled to see your collection today. Next, let's welcome back Jeff. Welcome back. How's it going?
Thank you. It's good to be back. No, I'm doing very well. It is snowing in the great state of Washington. I'm absolutely loving it and absolutely loving watching Seattleites panic over something that was a daily occurrence for me back in central New York, where I'm actually from.
Oh, interesting. Yeah. Well, hopefully you like the snow. I can't relate to it much here because there is no snow where I'm at, sadly, and I've actually never seen the snow. So and enjoy.
Well, come on up here. Come on up and visit. I'll make sure you get the full experience. Let's see. Where's my barrage of snowballs? So anyway.
Oh yeah, I've heard the stories, right? The shovels, all that.
Oh, yes.
Taking hours to even be able to leave your home, and yeah. Yep. I think I'm good where I'm at.
Sometimes it's a blessing, though.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. And finally, let's go to our very own Tien. How's it going, Tien?
Hey, it's good. What's up, guys? It's nice to meet everyone. It's nice to be back on another Sonic Collections Live. I can't wait to see everybody's collection today. And if anybody is watching, Jeff was on our last Collections Live, and he also had a wonderful Sonic collection. So I can't wait to see Mr. Retro's collection, because there's definitely some stuff I see that I don't have that I would like to get my hands on.
Awesome, cool. And then Houston let me know he's going to be joining us here. He's going to be crashing the party here in a couple of minutes, might be in the next minute here. So we'll definitely give him the introduction right when he gets on here. But before we get started with sharing our collections, I actually wanted to let everyone know, if it is your first time tuning in to our live show, we also have a podcast as well. So the live show is separate from the podcast. The podcast, we typically go anywhere from like an hour to, I think in certain times we've gone up to 2 hours on these shows. Of course, it's much more of our team that is actually on those podcasts, and we just talk about anything Sonic, right? The games, the movies, the comics, you name it. We mention it there on the podcast. And so if you want to listen to it, simply search for the Hedgehog Zone podcast on your favorite platform, or you can also visit the link that we have there, and it'll actually allow you to select your favorite podcast platform. And so please feel free to check that out, subscribe, let us know what you think. If you have future topics you want us to talk about on the podcast, and also please feel free to send them our way, and we'll definitely add them on a future episode and definitely talk about them as well. Also wanted to say, aside from it being Valentine's Day today, it's also the first year anniversary of the movie that I know all of us Sonic fans loved. And if someone says they didn't like it, they're probably not Sonic fans. They're probably Mario fans. So I'll just say that there. So it's been 1 year since that. And so I kind of wanted to go around here, if you three wanted to share with us your story on when you saw it. Like, were you first in line? Did you purchase your ticket ahead of time? So I'll go with you, Retro. What's your story on watching?
So when the Sonic movie came out, it was me and my boyfriend's first Valentine's Day. And he is a massive Nintendo fan. Like, he is like a big NES collector. So having to take me on Valentine's Day to see the Sonic movie was really, really funny. Yeah, we did. We went and see it the first showing straight away at the cinema when it came out. And it was just so ironic that he managed to put all of his Nintendo love aside to take me on Valentine's Day to go and see the Blue Blur in action. And what a much better film it is than the silly Mario film that we got as kids in the 90s. I was so happy when we left there, and it was like, yeah, I'm glad Sonic had a good movie and Mario had a rubbish movie.
I know, right? Yeah, it's always they'll never be able to claim that unless maybe we're wrong, and like 5-10 years from now they happen to do something. But it's just the concept, right? Of just some plumbers and actual people in real life fighting this Bowser, that it would be probably animated, have some animation of some sort. And well, we're lucky our video game mascot is a hedgehog, not like a man in a plumber outfit. Yeah. Awesome story. Next, Jeff, what's your story from last year?
I actually did go see the movie opening night. I had pre-bought the tickets, and I took a couple of friends with me to go see it, and we had a really good time. I was very pleased. I had a feeling that it was going to turn out very well. Just by virtue of the fact that it as I was looking at the people who were behind the movie itself, the actual creation of, I could tell that they were fans and that they actually had a lot of love for the franchise. So I knew as far as storytelling and was concerned, we were in really good hands. So and I think they proved that. And with the new one coming out in 2022. I think they're going to crank that knob up just a little bit more, and that's what I'm hoping for.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I actually did see that movie an additional 3 times. I had a goal of seeing it 10 times in theaters, because way back in the day, I was trying to stay out of the house back in 1999 because of things going on there. And I actually went and saw the first Pokemon movie 9 times. I'm like, I'm not really a big Pokemon fan, though. That was more or less me trying to stay out of the house. I'd like to use Sonic to beat that. And then everything locked down. I'm like, God You gotta be kidding me. So let's hope for number 2 being the one that beats that, because I will definitely I will have that all planned out systematically.
Awesome! Wow, that's really cool. I gotta say, the Pokemon one was a really good movie too, and I would have watched it 10 times too, especially because they were giving away that the legendary or ancient Mew card that everyone just wanted to get back in the day.
Oh yeah, and I had it. Don't know what happened
Awesome.
to it, but I had it.
That's cool. Next, Tien, what's your story?
So unfortunately I didn't get to see it opening day. I got to see it the next day on the 15th because my boyfriend had work and we wanted to go see it together. So I saw it on the 15th. I even saved my tickets from last year. I have them back here in my display case. I loved the movie. It was so cute. It was so funny. And I purposely, like anything Sonic that I saw on Facebook, YouTube, anywhere, I skipped. Like I would scroll past it immediately. I would hit hide or anything because I did not want to spoil the movie for myself at all. I wanted to come in and not be like, oh, I saw that in the trailer, or I just wanted to be completely surprised, because when it comes to stuff I've been waiting for years, I'm like, I don't want to know anything about the plot. I want to be completely surprised when I come into the movie, unbiased, and not like, oh, I saw that, I didn't really like that scene or whatever. So I was really happy. My boyfriend really liked it too, and he likes Sonic, but he's mainly Legend of Zelda fan and Metroid. But he really loved the movie too, and luckily, like unlike Retro's boyfriend, he actually liked Sonic, so he enjoyed it with me as well. And we, I don't hate on Zelda or anything, obviously, but we're able to enjoy it together. And he's not so much of a Nintendo fanboy, but we both loved the movie. It was really cute, and I can't wait to see the second one in April 2022.
Awesome. Yeah, no, we're all looking forward to April 8th, 2022. And well, we saw the release of the teaser trailer, right? Of the logo and all that. And it's going to be good. The music is amazing. And yeah, I think it's only going to get better as well. That's cool. And like I said, for my story, I actually purchased the tickets well in advance. I think it was like a month in advance that I got him, and I had to be there in the first showing. I think I may have even left work a little bit earlier that day because I really wanted to actually watch it there and be the first to watch it. Similar to you're saying, Tien, I didn't want anyone to spoil it. I didn't want to be reading online because inevitably it's going to come by on the Twitter feed and people are going to be talking about it or starting to share the memes and all that. And you're going to already know like basically what's going to happen. And I've had that happen with The Mandalorian, and it's not good.
Yeah, I had people actually asking me how the movie ended, and I'm like, so I was like, okay, I'm a bit of a smart ass, excuse my language there. So I go, you know what? It was a great ending. It ended with the credits.
yeah, that's true, right?
Like,
I mean,
that doesn't tell me anything. I go, exactly. Just watch the movie.
Yeah, I'd say it was a good credit scene, and the music was really good too. It was a really good song there at the end. So, yeah, that was a good answer to get him to watch the movie. So, 1 year from now, well, maybe not exactly 1 year from now, but 1 year and 2 months from now, 3 months from now, we'll be able to actually see part 2 there as well. Awesome. Well, it looks like, well, thank you to everyone who's been leaving comments. I know we'll get to them here shortly. But with that actually being said, if you guys have comments you guys want to share, if you want to share this live show as well, please share it away. Let's get more Sonic fans here checking out our collections. And if you want to share your own collections, please feel free to leave them in the comment section, whether you're on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitter. We'll add all the comments there on the screen. So please feel free to join in on the conversations we have, or feel free to start your own conversation as well, and let us know your thoughts on the collections there. And so since we have quite a bit of comments here, let me just take a look here at what we have. It's looking like Dove247 says, hey, they actually say they didn't like the movie so much, which I know it's a joke because of of course, his previous or his comments afterwards. He says, "Yeah, the movie was pretty good, but it lacked, that edgy Sonic spirit. The epicness is what I think maybe he or she meant to say there." I mean, I guess since I didn't really watch too much of the Sonic Sat AM of those cartoons from the '90s, I don't know too much about edgy Sonic, but maybe if you
I,
only
I
watched them.
I think what he means by that is before the last like 10 years or so, there was a push by it's one of the original creators to just keep pushing the envelope of what the characters could do and what the characters could be used for, and then all of a sudden there was a hard stop on that. And I think that's because when Billy back then, when they talked about edgy, it didn't mean edgy in the way that people use the term today. People use the term today as, oh, well, they're the edge lord, or they're just, what's the word I want? It's the same way as some people would use the term emo.
Okay.
Back then, edgy meant they pushed the envelope as far as what their creation could be used for and used to accomplish in storytelling, in real life, whatever it was they were doing. So being edgy is not necessarily a bad thing. It just depends on what kind of edgy that you're trying to be. If you're trying to push the envelope to tell a good story, there's nothing wrong with being edgy. So I think that's what he's talking about there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yep.
I think with the movie, like I think they, as a Sonic fan, I probably wouldn't want it set on the Earth with humans in it and all that sort of stuff. I probably would like it set, in Mobius or whatever, and all that going on, and make it more about Robotnik and the Badniks and stuff, rather than Sonic being lost in a different world. But I think, and so I agree with the comment about it not being particularly edgy, but I also think they're trying to get Sonic back to being how good Sonic was in the 90s and then early 2000s. You needed to appeal to a lot of people. I think if you'd made it too fan orientated and too much narrow mind, narrow vision on just about the Sonic universe that us four all know about because we love it, but then the average casual movie fan or whatever probably wouldn't get all that and would be like, this movie is just like a load of nonsense. It's like, I think they had to try and appeal to, that kind of family orientated situation where everyone can find a character they latch onto or whatever to set it up. And hopefully as the movies move on, it does get that more edgy stuff, because obviously we're going to have characters like Knuckles and possibly Shadow and characters like coming into it. But, I think as a first movie, just to introduce it to a new world and a new audience. Like my nieces, they're really young. They're like 5 and 3. And they saw it and they thought it was really funny. They had no idea who Sonic was. Like, obviously Sonic isn't popular anymore. It's that sort of age group that, but they thought it was great and they now love Sonic. So now they've now taken a very slight interest in what Sonic is. So I think Sega and Paramount did the right thing in making it less edgy, just so you can absorb as many people into that I like Sonic situation.
Yeah, and then what you do is you turn the knob up a little bit with each sequel. And this is why I'm getting a little irritated with some people who are like, oh, so Sonic the Hedgehog 2 coming out. Okay, here's what needs to happen. Amy needs to be in there. Shadow needs to be in there. Like, throw every single character that you possibly can with all their story arcs in at one time. I'm like, did you not watch X-Men 3? Did you not watch what was the other one they tried to do that to? Where they just like threw crap at the screen and hope it stuck and it would just turned out horrible. No, they need, I think introducing Knuckles in this next movie, it sounds like they are, based on what I've seen, is a good idea because you already introduced Tails in the last movie. You could always explain that Tails has been around now for a little bit. And then here comes Knuckles. Leave it at that for that movie. Maybe introduce Amy in the next one in Metal Sonic, since the two came together with Sonic CD.
Yeah.
And then leave it at that for that movie. And then you start getting into the heavier characters, the darker characters, like, maybe say, oh, we met the Chaotix off screen somewhere. Now we're bringing them in. or Shadow now becomes a thing. But tell that story. Don't just like make a copy paste of the game. What I want the movies to be is its own thing. I want it to be. I don't want it to be a copy paste of the games. I want it to be unique. I want it to bring something new to the table for for not only the fans, because it's one thing that I love about the fan base. I mentioned this last time I hear that we're basically one of, in my opinion, the most creative fan bases in general. And you can see that in the art. You can see that in the fan fiction and the storytelling that people do. There's online comics that I follow that are not published that are just like super, super unique. And I absolutely love them. I want the movie franchise to be that. I want it to be unique. Attract those new people in, and then have the people like us who are a little bit older in the franchise say, no, and we love the fact that you love this. Here's where it came from, and help them develop an appreciation for all of it, not just we're trying to appeal to this one base and forget about the other. No, we want it to be, we want all of it to be appealing to as many people as we want, whether they came from the old or just coming in. I mean, that's why I love the comics so much, because the comics back then, they weren't necessarily game accurate. I get it, but there's a lot of people that found the games because of the comics. And they're like, holy crap, there's a game attached to this? I want to play that. I want to see what this is about. And then vice versa. A lot of people didn't know about the comics and discovered the comics because of their game. Maybe they went into their game shop and they were walking down and they're like, wait, is that what I think I just saw? And they pick it up. Oh, yeah, it is. What's this about? That cross promotion that happens, and you get two unique versions of it that can appeal to one, the other, or both types of fan sets. So I mean, that's what I like to see. That's what really made the franchise strong back in the 90s and 2000s, and I think that's what would make it strong now.
Yeah, that's true, and I think it is going to continue to be strong, of course, with the movies and with all that. Like it's growing, and this movie I think is going to be a big part of that too, right? And introducing newer generations to Sonic and getting them to also play the games, because they saw this really cool movie about this video game character they didn't know too much about, and now they're going to go and buy the games too. So
and hey, we've got really good writers for it too, besides, and we have alumni from the creation of some of the older games involved with it. And it's like, okay, I like where this is going.
So Leonie says, hello, my friends. I hope I'm not too late. Nope, Leonie, we're actually just going to get started with the collections right now as well. So you are not too late. But before we actually get started with that, and Jeff, you're going to be happy to hear this, because I know you mentioned you really wanted to meet Houston before we actually went live. We actually have our very own Houston joining us today. He's also going to be sharing some merchandise that he actually just recently purchased as well. So welcome, Houston.
My fellow Sonic fans, it is a pleasure to be with you here today. Thank you. Hello, Jeff. Hello, Retro.
Houston, if you're gonna speak like that, you need a fireplace there nearby in the background.
Yeah, a pipe and like a weird hat or something.
Enough.
Yeah,
enough, right? Knuckles is enough. Hi, man.
Oh my goodness. Hello, Houston.
Hi, Luis.
Hey.
So you thought you were going to do this without me? That's fun.
No, actually, we really wanted you on here. In fact, I told Retro Faith, can you grab that Knuckles plush that you mentioned to us and put it right there in front of the screen, because Houston is going to be wanting to buy it.
Drew me in.
So the Dolph 24/7, not sure who he's saying this to, but he says, yeah, really nice idea. So I think it might be to Jeff. I think it might be to you, or maybe to everyone, right, Dolph? But you can let us know exactly to who you actually meant that for. So awesome. And then Loni wants to say she loves the plushes, guys. So thank you, Loni. All right, cool. So as I mentioned before, if you guys are just tuning in, if you are just getting on the show, please feel free to leave a comment with anything that you'd like to share about our live or just about Sonic in general as well. And please, if you really enjoy this live, please share it with your friends on social media. And we really appreciate everyone who has shared that or who tells their friends to check it out. That's really awesome. Okay, cool. Well, thought we would get started, being that it is Retro's first ever time here on our live show. Can you share with us your first item or two that you'd like to share with us?
Oh wow! Okay, where to start? Okay, so yeah, I'm a huge Knuckles fan, so a lot of my things I've chosen are sort of Knuckles based. But I'll start with something non-Knuckles maybe, and we'll build up to Knuckles. So, not only am I a huge Sonic fan, I'm also a huge Dreamcast fan, and one of the greatest parts of my Dreamcast collection is this. VMU. So anyone that's younger watching, a VMU is just basically just like a memory card for the Dreamcast that you plugged in the controller. And they released a special Sonic Team one. Hopefully that comes out on the screen there. And this I've had this for many years. It's brand new. I love it. And I love it when Dreamcast and Sonic comes together because it's like all my favorite things combined into one. So I'll share that one first. It's quite rare. It was only released in Japan. I actually import a lot of games and stuff from Japan, so I kind of have a lot of contacts to get this nice stuff. But that's something that I really love, just because it connects two of my favorite things. Am I doing one or two?
You could do another one too if you'd like.
I'll do another one then. Okay, then. So I'll stick with the non-Knuckles theme for the moment, and we'll do something more modern. So I've got this Switch controller, which I know was a USA exclusive. So again, I'm going all around the world for my Sonic collecting, and my boyfriend very kindly got this from America for me when it was released. It's a Switch GameCube. Well, it's a Switch controller in the shape of a GameCube controller, and again on this theme of combining things that I love. So obviously it's Sonic, so that's cool. The Switch, I think, is an awesome. It's probably the best Nintendo console, and my favorite Nintendo console is the GameCube. So it combines three of my favorite things again. So yeah, and again, brand new in box. I don't really open stuff. I tend to just leave them in boxes because I'm a heathen and I don't really, and I've got grubby hands as well, so we don't want to spoil it. But yeah, I'll start with those two.
Heathen. There's no heathen about that. That's a collector's norm. That's the standard. You buy it. Most collectors buy one to play with and one to collect and put on a shelf.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
You should see my vault. Yeah. Anyway, we won't do that right now because it would just terrify the heck out of everyone.
Oh, awesome. Cool. Well, next, let's go with you, Jeff. What item or two do you have for us to see?
Well, I hope he's watching, because last one I didn't get to show this, but there's a person who had a Lancelot Shadow from the Black Knight game. He's not here. He says he says that it sits there and protects him from his nightstand. Well, I think I don't know if I have him beat or not, but I actually have Excalibur Sonic in its original box.
Oh my gosh. That is one. I have not seen that one.
I've seen it.
So I found this on eBay. Because eBay is a wonderful place when I don't want to have money for myself. But this is just saying, we could spend a little bit on eBay. And again, I don't think he knew what he had, because it's like worth like $100 and he got it for half. But no, so that is a thing. And then I think I pointed it out last time, but I didn't actually really show it. But I also have Resource Sonic. And in doing a little extra research, I found out there's actually two more this size, Tails and then Knuckles. And I need to track those down and get both of them to complete this. But there was, yes, I see that face. Yes, there was a Knuckles of this.
Wait, what's it called?
Resaurus. I think that's how you pronounce it, is Resaurus. That's how I've heard people pronounce it, so I'm just assuming.
Keep driving. I'm
So-
just gonna find it.
So let's see if I can help you here. Oh, it's such an odd spot too. The actual stamp for the company is like right in here. It's so convenient. They couldn't have like put it at the bottom of the foot or something. They had to put it where I had to look weird.
You got Hedgehog butt.
I know, right? What the heck? What are they thinking? Where is it? I can't see.
I don't know whether to feel sorry for Jeff or sorry for Sonic.
It's spelled Resaurus.
Yeah, I found it.
Okay,
Oh.
I'm tempted.
you're
But it's-
tempted.
Oh, it's like $200. I'm so tempted. I got to think about it.
Yeah,
Okay.
you just bought Knuckles.
Yeah, I had a feeling it would be like a matter of like 6 seconds. I'm actually gonna put this right back.
Don't tell my wife. She never watches these things, so it doesn't really matter. I'm good.
Oh.
You're in luck. I don't know who she is. So wait, where's my phone?
Oh, I found it for way cheaper. Mine.
So you're getting ahead of the game for me there, because those are the two that I definitely want to get to, because I'm a stickler for completeness. If I buy something, I want all of it, like every single one of it. So like I have collections here that I've started that I only have bits and pieces of. I will have all of it. This is why I said last time I was on, I may have to buy a house for my collection. Whether I live there or not, that's an entirely different story. I will get there. I will cross that bridge when I get there, but I probably will end up needing a house for my collection.
Wow, yeah, that would be an amazing house there. So, old school, old school Sam here says, I think Houston just bought one. Yeah,
I did.
yeah, and he's all sending you a virtual hug, or Carl Taylor sending a virtual hug as well.
Thanks.
And then Dove247 says Houston looks like AVGN a bit. Haha.
Ooh.
Oh,
AVG.
angry video game nerd, is that?
Oh, is that what that is? Oh, what? Can you clarify a little, Dove, what that means?
He's a YouTuber guy. Like, yeah, I see what they're saying there. You do used to have a slight resemblance, but I wouldn't say like enough. Do an angry face, like pull like a silly, stupid, angry face. Yeah, that's probably it. Yeah.
He's expressive. He's very expressive.
That's true. I've been told that many times. I had a face for the camera.
Dove247 also wants to tell you, Jeff, Excalibur Sonic, it's so beautiful.
It was a good find. There's a normal Sonic that he just has his glove and Excalibur, and then there is, of course, Shadow as Lancelot, and there's actually two versions of that. There's one with the purple markings that the one gentleman on your team has, and then there's one where it's just a basic suit of armor. So I kind of want to find those two. This is what I'm talking about when I say I want complete collections. It just
yeah.
Yeah, I sorry, Jeff, to jump in there, but I'm the same with you. It's like what I call like game variants. So like you might be able to see behind me, I have like what looks like one of like multiple copies of the same game, but they're all different variants, different versions of different artwork and stuff. See, I get that.
Right.
You need everything. You can't just get one and go, "Oh, I'm happy with that." You have to go, "How many more are there?" Yeah.
I've taken to hiding my purchases, because every time one comes in my room, it's like, really? I'm like, look, you have Pokemon stuff all through the house. I want my Sonic stuff. It is going to eventually bleed into the rest of it, because all of my Sonic collection is in my bedroom and in my office, which is both basically the same thing. I need representation out there, man. I'm just saying, you're everywhere out there. Let me have this.
And actually, speaking of that gentleman from earlier, Pedro is the one who had the one you saw last time, and he actually says, "Hello, guys, amazing collections. If you want to quickly just put the Excalibur again too,
Wait.
if he's watching right now.
Wait,
so you
is
could-
it Pedro, Gustavo,
or
Armando, Peter? I
Alejandro
don't know
was the
which
other
one
one.
it is. Who has
think
the
it's-
collection?
I think
I'm
it's
just
Pedro.
holding it up.
That is pretty.
Cool.
Mm.
So,
Yeah, that's
all right, putting it back down.
that's really awesome too. And Delph again says, Jeff, say my deepest dream is to collect all versions of Sonic 06 for all regions, all consoles. There's a lot of work to do. Yeah.
There is that is a rare. I mean, I only found it by chance walking into a GameStop. I thought I was going to have to go to some kind of collector and pay some kind of outrageous price because I know it wasn't a game that or at least in recent times has not really been very well looked on. But that doesn't mean that people who buy and sell these things aren't going to try to get their money out of it. So my guess is finding it at GameStop was a real find for me because I do intend on collecting all of the games. It's just they're hard. Some of them are harder to find than others.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, well definitely. Some of them are there. And Pedro wants to tell you he's Peter today.
Oh, it's Peter today. Hi, Peter. Tell Pedro, Gustavo, Armando, and whoever else is in your head that we miss them.
He also says he had the opportunity to get the Excalibur, but he missed it. Ooh.
Oh, dang.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Peter,
Go. Bye.
Especially Peter actually bought it really cheap. I believe he said because he bought it in Venezuela and he got it for about like $4. So it was quite the bargain there that he had. Old School Sam wants to say he's slowly introducing NES into the living room. So
That's what he thinks.
that's funny.
Awesome. Well, thanks for sharing that, Jeff. Let's go to you, Tien. What do you have for us?
So I went off screen for a little bit. I actually went to go get these. I have classic Sonic and modern Sonic plushies. They are, if you can see the tags, they are the actual 20th anniversary plushies from 10 years ago. I got them basically when I was 15. My aunt bought them for me from Barnes and Noble in North Carolina. And when I was little, of course, kids take off the tags and stuff. For some reason, when I was little, I never took the tags off of my Sonic stuff. And I still have the tags on today. These were both $9.95 when she bought them for me. And I see them on eBay now sell for over $100 each. And with the tags on, and I was like, wow, I just saw them the other day. I was like, I wonder if these are worth anything now. And they are. And like I said, I've had them for 10 years. They were like one of my first things in my collection because, I was 15 at the time. I didn't have my own money. I was, just living with my mom and my aunt and everything. So now I have my own money. I have a bigger collection, but these were one of the very first plushies I had. And I still love them to death. And although they're worth over $100 each, I'm not selling them because
there's a sentimental value to them.
Huh?
There's a sentimental value to them.
Oh my gosh, yes, a very big sentimental value to them. But if you're looking for them, some people are selling them on eBay for $120 each. They have both of them. And then some people are $100. But like I said, not selling them, and I really love them a lot. So I wanted to show those classic pieces off. Since it's the 30th anniversary this year, I showed something from 10 years ago.
So, who wants to give me a loan? No, I'm just kidding.
That's really cool, and I'm sure the value goes up because it's part of an anniversary, and I think that's why it's one of those things where we tell people right now, hey, if you want to get yourself maybe 2 or 3 of maybe like a 30th anniversary kind of a thing, pop figures, whatever you can get your hands on, get multiples of, because I'm telling you, when he turns 50, those things are going to be like crazy valuable.
They are. And they were made by Jazzwares too.
Oh, yeah, Jazzwares is top class. So we're good. Oh, Chalice is checking in. Hey, welcome, Chalice.
Hey, Chalice.
Hello.
And Shadow Bane 2009 wants to say, "Hi gents, yeah, I'll admit my Sonic Colors promotional hat was worth a small fortune. Last I checked, I was looking on eBay a few months ago, and it was minimum $900 plus."
Ooh,
Ooh,
Wow.
wow.
Sonic Colors. Oh, and I love Sonic Colors. I didn't know they had a promotional hat going on.
Wow. Yeah, if you could share a picture with us, Shadow Bane, please feel free to share a picture with us. I'm curious how that looks like. And wow, 900. Wow, just talk about having to keep that, right? Knowing that like you have something so valuable that can like help you out with like, all bills and whatnot. Wow. That is really, really amazing. But yeah, please feel free to share it with the Shadow Bane and we can actually share it here. Awesome. Well, cool plushes there. Next, I know you got a couple of things you just got recently, Houston. I know I've been helping you score some awesome deals on stuff. So
My
what
wife
do you
is
have?
so happy with you. You have no idea how happy she is with you. I just wanted you to know. So where do I begin? Well, how about this? And thank you, Tian,
You're
for
welcome.
this was a courtesy of Tian showing me that this thing exists. And I went on the hunt. And I was able to secure the first 4 Knuckles.
First 4 figures.
Yes, first 4 figures. This is a promotion for you. So, Tian has one, but hers is the exclusive that lights up. But even trying to find this guy was a challenge. And luckily, thank you, Makari, I was able to find one for $350, as opposed to how much do you think they're going for now?
That one, I can't even find it anymore. The regular edition, you could sell that one for at least $500.
Well, and I have the authenticity card, and it's number 43 out of 1,500. So it's a right, right. So I was really, really excited to find this, and in such excellent condition. He's in phenomenal condition. So I was extremely excited to get this. And then as Luis was saying, he's been sending me all kinds of eBay auctions and whatnot. And he's like, you need to put in, you'll win. You need to put in, you'll win. And I'm like, no. But then when I look at the link that he sent me, I just had to do it. So let's start with this. So I finally got a Knuckles plushie, but I really want that one. I want that one.
It's so cute.
Right? He's awesome.
It's adorable.
I got him for $4.
Oh my gosh. I need one of those. That one's like really nice quality. Louis was talking about it.
eBay. Won it on eBay. $4. And he's amazing. He's pretty cool. So, and he goes with my, I think I showed these last time, my Cal Toys, Sonic and Knuckles. I mean, Sonic and Tails. I just love Knuckles, so I'm going to say Knuckles as much as I can. So, but I still need that 1994 because I think it would go really well with him. And I just need Knuckles all the time. Anyway,
Yeah, you do need this is the 1994 one.
I need that one. If any of you listeners out there find one, you need to send it to me.
You need to send me your Knuckles statue.
I have one too, Retro. It's a wonderful statue.
Yeah.
That's on my list now.
Oh, it's awesome. I mean, this is like a crown.
I want that as my centerpiece of my. You can't see it from here. I might turn my camera up. I've got above my collection here. The top bit is it's like a Knuckles shrine. Let me see if I can help you look.
While we're waiting there, Paul is actually joining in too. What's up, Hedgehog Zone fan? Welcome, Paul.
I don't know if it comes out too nice there, but that's all the Knuckles stuff.
Oh, nice.
Where do you
Yeah.
live? Can I come over?
Yeah, let's come over. Let's be Knuckles buddies.
Yes. Knuckles. So then Louis sent me a option for this 1993 Sonic the Hedgehog Happy Meal toy, but it's the Knuckles one. I haven't taken it out. It's still in package, but it's the Knuckles from the Happy Meals back in 1993, which is pretty awesome, right? I got this one, $11. eBay. So, and then As if that wasn't enough. It's like Luis is just like trying to break me, right? Trying to break me. So we were looking at comic books the other night and was able to score some pretty awesome comic books.
Oh, wow.
Hyper Knuckles, right? And, I was like, oh, so cool, because I wanted something really cool, because I'm going to, as you can see, I like my comic books. And I have a whole bunch of comic books that I only get certain ones, and then I hold on to them because, like you say, one to open, one to keep, So have that. But then was like, if I'm a true Knuckles fan, I've got to have the first time you see Knuckles in the comic books. And, of course, who finds it? Who sends me the link? And who won it? Me. So I was able to score this. And this is the first time. Ooh, right over here. So this one introduces Knuckles from Sonic 3.
Oh, wow.
I thought your jaw was about to fall off your face. But
Have you seen you should also look at I don't know what's the date on that, because Sonic the Comic in the UK, Knuckles came in really early, just before Sonic 3 was released.
November 13th, August. I haven't taken it out of the sleeve because I'm like weary to do that. But I am not sure as to the year, and it's not showing me the year on it. If any of you viewers out there know the year on this, please do let me know, because that would be awesome to find out. But I do plan on having it graded and hung on my wall.
Wow.
Much like my Stan Lee, Chris Claremont, Magneto. So anyway, so those are some of my recent acquisitions. And I mean, aside from my vault that's filled with action figures of all kinds, from all genres, from different brands, but a huge, huge portion of it is Sonic. Because I have my ones that I open and, have around.
Was that comic an Archie comic?
Yes.
Yeah, I saw Archie in the corner.
It was Archie.
What issue was it?
Issue.
Oh, come on. Should be right. No, it should be right in the logo area. So you have a little picture of Sonic.
It was number 13.
Number 13. Let's see. Yep, I see it. 9408. So it's August 1994.
Yep. So because it says August on here, so August 1994. There it is, and it's in phenomenal condition. And was able to score it. What was it, like 20?
20, 30, I think.
20, 30 bucks.
That sounds about fair. That sounds about right.
So I'm like, but here's the deal, right? I mean, this is a collector's item. So whoever I bought that from on eBay, thank you.
Yep, I am.
Sending it in such great packaging too.
I don't know if you watched the show last week, but I actually came across an Archie set that it only had one run, but I had been looking for it from the time I had become aware of it, and I found it in a local comic shop that is right around a corner from the store that I actually work at. And they actually, I went in there, I almost bought it. I had just bought a whole bunch of Christmas gifts. I was like, it doesn't sell fast. I'll wait. Went in there the next time. It was gone. They thought they had sold it. I thought they had sold it. They hadn't. And I know I showed this last time, so I'm sorry for repeat performancing, but she was very much a major part of the comics. But I found the Princess Sally 3 issues special. And it was all 3. I thought it was actually just the one. And then when I opened it, they had a little starburst on it for the price. It was only $40. And it turned out it was all 3. I thought they had put extra packaging in there to keep it safe. And I'm like, I started hyperventilating. I was like, oh my God, I don't have to look through the corners of the universe to find all 3 of them. That's amazing. And there was only $40. I was like, oh my God.
Can't beat that. I noticed that you have the diamond statues. I have mine right there.
What? What?
The diamond
Sonic
Select.
holding the ring,
Yeah, right there
and
with
then
the
Tails with the emerald, because I have those two back there.
right
Oh,
next
yes.
to you. Yeah,
Yes.
I have them right there.
Yeah, I found those in GameStop and
Same
kept
stuff.
going back. Didn't purchase them at first, and then I went in there and I was like, okay, I'm gonna buy, and they're great. They pull out the box and they pull out Sonic because I knew I was looking for Sonic, and they go to close the case, and I look at them and they're like, what? I'm like, both of them. She's like, oh. Like,
That's excellent.
as many times
I
as
like
I've been
that.
in here, you're only going to get me one. Are you kidding me? What's wrong with you? You're so fired.
Well, I don't think that works when you don't work there, but that's just me. Unless you
Wow.
actually look at the stuff.
So,
No, she knew I was kidding, but we got him and I got him home, and I was like, yeah. And they came out and I actually still have the boxes. By the way, I hope that your first for figure item got sent in its original box, because
It
those
is.
boxes
We have the box
are
in the
are they not the most gorgeous boxes ever? Like, holy
Right.
crap!
And I kept the box. It's in my vault. That's what we call the room. I have this the storage room that has all of my collectibles.
You know, they're coming out with a super shadow and a resin. I cannot wait to see the box on this.
Mm.
It is, the statue, of course. And here I'm gushing about the box, but it just they obviously, what the box tells me, the packaging will tell me how much they actually care about the franchise that they are representing, and they obviously really care about the Sonic franchise, and by extension, all the franchises that they create these statues for. So, you know, the boxes, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them. I'm just going to have a room full of first for figure boxes at some point.
Yeah. Yeah, that's my only first four, except for Spyro, but that's my only first four thus far. If they make any other Knuckles, first four, if you're listening, you can make a ton of money. Make more Knuckles.
Look at the Boom 8 portion of their Sonic collection, because they have smaller ones. They're more like the size of action figures that we're used to, but they do have them, and there is a Knuckles one. And I see Tian turning, so I have a feeling she has it.
Yeah, I do.
Oh.
I didn't want to have to buy more stuff today, and I already spent like $169.
I call BS. So,
Oh.
Jeff, I like you. I don't know why, but I like you.
So, DOF wants to tell you, Jeff, Princess Sally's such beautiful issues.
and they're in mint condition.
I guess I could point out my art right here as well. My Sonic and Robotnik art, split down the middle, which is really, I love that. I have a few different ones like that. So my son has the Mario and Bowser one. I wonder why.
Oh.
Hmm.
Carl Taylor wants to say, love it when a passion for items actually show a profit.
You are absolutely correct, Carl. What good, astute observation.
Oh, yeah. Especially, I mean, let's look at Pokemon, right? And all that, and how much profit is being made there. Pedro wants to say, collectors competing. Ha ha ha.
There's no competition here. This is just friendly comparisons. Oh, I guess I could show my other new art that I received.
You look like you want to grab it. All right. Well, you go grab it. I'll go ahead and share two things that I have here. So I recently bought this comic. I didn't know too much about it. All I know is that, it was the #1 of some mini series of some sort that they came out with, and that also it came with a free Sonic and Knuckles poster inside, which is really cool. It's it's a typical magazine poster, but I thought it was really good and really good condition for its age. Got it for super cheap as well, so I was like, all right, cool. It's a #1. It should be something kind of cool. And then I also got two plushes, of course, because I never had a classic Sonic, so I had to go and grabbed this one and scored it for a pretty good price. And you guys maybe have seen this one right here on the tripod for my microphone here. And I usually put it there once in a while. And right now it's Supersonic's turn there. And I actually never had a Tails one too. So of course I had to grab one because I had Knuckles already in Sonic. And I'm like, hey, we're missing Tails, which for all you Tails lovers out there, we actually just recorded a podcast on all things Tails, and that should be releasing in the upcoming weeks as well. So be on the lookout for that because this guy needed to make an appearance on the podcast too, and so we gave him the podcast he deserves. So yeah, that's what I had.
I have something that I wanted to actually. This might be a good forum for this. So, barbecue.
Bye, Peter.
Fine, Peter.
Oh.
Don't invite me. I'm only 5 hours away. Gosh, whatever. Go.
Oh yeah. And Akihiro from our last live is saying hi, guys. Don't say hi to happy Valentine's.
Howdy.
Hey,
I
Akihiro.
have a question, and this is a question for everybody. You can help me decide. So, Big Bad Toy Store, in their infinite amazingness, have these great shadow boxes for sale.
Hell yeah. I want one.
Right? They're pretty neat. I have a couple of others that are coming, but I got this one in stock, and I was floored. It's amazing, but I have a dilemma. Do I keep it here, or do I take it to my new office and decorate my new office with these at work?
Buy a second one, keep one there, bring the other to your office.
I'm with Jeff.
I have all three, and I was thinking about taking all three and putting them on my walls at work, or right there in my office, but I'm not sure. And I posed this question to whatever anybody says. I'll let our listeners and you guys help me decide what to do with these. So if you're listening out there, shoot your votes over and we'll tally them up, and that will be where these go. Because I just moved into a new office at work and I'm getting ready to hang everything. So it would make sense to bring them in to hang them if that was the case. So there, help me decide.
My vote goes to your workplace. I know where you work at, and I think it would be a good piece to have there. So
I think so.
that's my vote. I don't know what do you what does everyone else here think?
I think work. Show it off.
Yeah.
There's your answer.
Jeff, your idea was really expensive, and I don't know if my wife after everything I just put this stuff on.
Hey,
Thank you.
I'm not the one that has to deal with I just an idea, man.
We don't work in finance. We just work in ideas.
Exactly.
Work in the
what do
free
you two?
department.
What do you two think, Retro, Jeff?
Work. Take them to work. Enjoy them.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
No, unanimous vote here. Let's see what Shelly says. Office as well.
I think we know what our winner is going to be. Anyone else?
But now you have to take a picture of your office so that we can see.
Oh yes. Once my office is good and I have everything hung up, I will have these strategically placed, and then I will send a photo and let everybody see the amazingness. Because I've got one that has Robotnik, and they have like a swinging ball, like attacking from his ship. And then there's another one. I can't remember what it looks like, but I just buy these things blindly. But they're really cool, and I think they'll look so neat. I'm really hoping that I'm gonna get a Knuckles one if they ever make it. Yeah. Retro Faith will buy one too. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Cool. Well, let's go back to you. Oh.
Pixel Frames. This is a shout out for you. Well done.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's so cool. Let's go back to you, Retro. I know you said you had Knuckles stuff, and Houston's just anxious to keep seeing more Knuckles stuff for him to buy. And
I think when Houston sees these next two items, he's probably gonna really have a heart attack. So yeah, this is a Knuckles plushie from back in the day, '94. Very used, very worn, very loved. But yeah. Knuckles from the time, so one of the original 90s ones. He's lost a lot of his color, but you know, he's being loved. But now probably my
Who
what
made
I would
that?
call my flagship item in my collection. Now, I mostly collect the games and stuff, and Sonic and Knuckles is my favorite game, for obvious reasons. And when I was a little kid and the game came out, I had this weird like dream that Sega made a special limited edition Sonic and Knuckles Mega Drive for me to purchase, and obviously they didn't. So I got one made for myself, and I'll show it bit by bit. So I got a special cartridge made for Sonic and Knuckles.
Oh wow!
So yeah, there's like a special. So it's just the normal cartridge that you get, but I got, it's been painted. So that was the first part of my custom Sonic and Knuckles Mega Drive. Here's the controller that goes with it. So you got Sonic rings on the side, and then you got this. Now, Houston, this is where you go, oh my God. So this is the actual Mega Drive.
Oh wow, that's amazing!
And it's been modded, so it plays all regions, and it's got an extra. It's been a fully modded Mega Drive or Genesis for you guys. And yes, I got this made. It cost me quite a lot of money, so it's a Mega Drive or Genesis for you guys in America. A full Sonic and Knuckles Genesis, which goes with my box. Goes with my Genesis Sonic and Knuckles box set. So that's this is probably like my most treasured item, because there's only one in the world. My one. That's it.
But you're my best friend. You can call them and tell them that another one needs to be made. Yeah?
He won't. No, he won't. Every one he makes is individual. He'll never make the same one twice. You can obviously order one. Yeah, you could order your own one to be made of Sonic and Knuckles, but he wouldn't make one looking exactly the same.
Where do I find this person? You need to send me.
His name is Raw Talent. He's in the UK. So Raw Talent. He basically does custom paint jobs on all consoles. He gets a lot of Zelda ones done, Mario's, Crash Bandicoot, PlayStations, all that kind of stuff. He does everything. Does like Halo Xboxes and things like that.
Excellent.
Yeah. So that's the beast. That's the beast.
Oh, it's so beautiful. What am I doing with my life?
Yeah.
Buying things.
Wow, Jeff. Really went there.
So it was to realize my dream. It was because as a kid, as a 10-year-old when the game came out, I always dreamed that they'd make a Sonic and Knuckles Genesis and Mega Drive, and because they didn't, and when I was an adult and I had my own money, I said, well, I'm going to get one made, and I did.
Wow. I love it.
Whatever you do for a living, I want to do it so I have the money to go do that.
I'm a game journalist. It doesn't pay that well, believe me. You get lots of free games though, but that's about it.
You are so funny, Caesar Team Hyro. You are so funny. Knock, knock.
Yeah, knock, knock.
That is awesome, yeah.
Actually, I really want to make Houston jealous. So on my next go, I'm going to get something. Carry on with the next one. I just got to get something else off the shelf.
Dr. 7 also says office.
On my next go.
All right, Tien, let's go back to you. What do you have for us?
So I have a few. I mean, obviously this isn't all of it, but I have like mugs. And I brought down the mugs that I have and shot glasses that I have. I don't drink, which is funny, but I have to collect them because they're not going to make them. Mm-hmm. So I've got here in the US, I've got shot glass. This one was from Box Lunch. It was $6.90, but it was like buy two get one free or buy one get two free, something like that. I got this from the Sega shop. It's got rings and Green Hill Zone at the bottom. Okay. I got this from Spencer's a long time ago. And I don't have the price tag on it anymore. And then I got this from Spencer's recently within about a month.
Oh.
I like that one. Oh, that's pretty.
You have that one, you said?
No, I said I like that one.
Oh yeah, it's
That's
really
pretty.
nice and it's like really sturdy. It's like heavy. It's like a heavy, thick shot glass, and it was $6.99.
Oh
But
wow!
that's the one they most recently have right now at Spencer's. And Spencer's has like a whole section of shot glasses, so that's where it is. It's not like hidden within anything else. And then I got this from Box Lunch. I actually went, and when I go to the mall, I dress up with Sonic shirt, my Sonic jacket, my Sonic dog tag, all that stuff. And the lady saw me immediately, and she was like, "Oh my gosh, did you see the mug we got in?" I was like, "No, you guys didn't show me." She's like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Let me go to the back." And so she went to the back and grabbed me a mug they're selling now that just came out in their store,
Oh,
Box Lunch. And it says Tails, Miles per Hour, Sonic the Hedgehog, and Knuckles the Echidna.
Oh, wow.
Mhm.
Yeah,
mine.
yeah, it needs to be part of my collection.
I need to find it. Where? Spencer's, you said?
Box Lunch.
Box Lunch. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Box Lunch, if you're listening, you can send it to me for free, and I will give you all the endorsements you want.
I have 3 more mugs. This is one of the 3. This is the one I got recently. I really love it. It was $16.90. Box Lunch is expensive. I got this one. This is the first mug I ever got. My sister got it for me for my birthday like a long time ago. This one's from Spencer's, but I couldn't find it there. I think she got it online. It's got Green Hill Zone. It's got Sonic on the top. Sorry if there's a glare. And then it says Sonic the Hedgehog. It's even on the little handle, and it's even on the inside of the cup.
Oh wow!
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
So this is one I hold very close, and it says it's by the company, I guess, Just Funky or something. I don't know who they are. I just go to the store and in the malls and get them. This one, I'll show this one next. This one my aunt got me. Says for my one of my many birthdays ago. Says I'm out of here. And then it has Sonic, just his face. I don't know where she got this from.
Can I borrow your aunt for a while?
Of course you can. It is still official Sega though. Official Sega merchandise. Just like those other 2. And then this last one I got from GameStop. It's a heat activated mug.
Oh, I've seen those.
I have one of those. Wow.
And when you put anything hot in it, the picture shows up. And it's Sonic in like his he has a cute little pose. And it says Sonic the Hedgehog in the cup.
Oh.
And then like Green Hill Zone is on the whole thing, but I don't use it because I don't ever really drink hot drinks. So it's just kind of in my collections case. It's sitting there showing off I have multiple other glassware things, but I figured to show these because I have so many cups and thermoses and water, like things you carry the water in and keep it cold and stuff like that. So that's my few little things right there.
Awesome. And No School Sam says Houston's mind is about to be blown.
I just can't even. I'm gonna find a Knuckles mug, and I'm going to use it at my office every day.
You should.
Tian, every time you show me something, I wind up spending a lot of money. I don't understand. You and Luis are really bad influences on me. Really bad. And now, Retro Faith is too. And Jeff. Just bad. I don't know why I crashed this party today. I just don't.
Oh, nice! Look at that coat.
Oh, look at
my job.
Is that Sonic Mania? Is that Sonic Mania? Knuckles?
Yeah.
Wait,
I think so.
Can I have it?
No.
Dang, man. You're making me really sad.
Oh, look at that.
Is that a socks or a tie?
Socks. Sock shop.
Oh, I need to find a Sonic Knuckles tie. That's what I need.
Yeah, Knuckles tie would be awesome.
I mean, we're all dressed down, but I like my menswear, and I would definitely go for a tie or a bow tie.
Ooh,
And I
Sonic bow
don't
tie.
Person.
And I don't mean a clip-on. I mean a real one. that you actually have to physically tie because I know how to tie them.
Yeah, I'm a tie kind of person. I'm not a bow tie person.
Yeah, well,
But I'm going to find the knuckles tie. Don't you worry about that.
Oh yeah, if not, we'll find one for you. Don't worry, we'll send you some links over. Um, awesome. Well, let's go back to you, Jeff. What do you have for us now?
since we're showing little bits and pieces, this is part of the problem of collecting is sometimes you see something you really want and it turns out to be a bootleg and you don't realize it until after you bought it. I try to stay away from bootlegs. I do, but I actually really like this one because I found this one for Sonic X.
Oh.
And I really liked it. And then I got to thinking, when the heck did Silver show up in Sonic X? I missed that episode somehow. This is what tipped me off. I'm like, if that episode exists, I want to know what it was.
It's a time travel
because
episode.
I've been robbed.
Oh, whoa.
Oh my gosh, that's
I'm like, what? And it took, and you know what's worse? It took me about 3 weeks after I bought it to realize, wait a minute here. I'm like, oh, that's okay. And I found it in a Spencer's of all places.
Oh.
it's
Whoa.
Spencer's?
Yes. It was just sitting there
Oh.
at Spencer's, and I would have thought that they would have been doing only like official things. That's why I got it.
Yeah.
Because I thought
I mean, they
theirs
do.
was, and somehow this one shows up. I'm like, cool, I'll buy this, and then I'm like, huh? Like, all right, okay, I guess. I mean, it's well made though. It's not like your typical bootleg, where it's just like they tried, and that's about all they did, and it's not a great try, but. This was actually a really good. It had me fooled at the store level until I spotted that one thing, and I was like, "Dang, good show." But at the same time, if you're trying to sell official merchandise, Spencer's, let's be a little more careful.
Oh no. How did that even get licensed? Well, that's
Yeah, right, exactly.
yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, I'm
That's
sure
what
they
I mean.
only
Is I
sell
try to go
licensed.
for. Yeah, I
Wow.
try to only buy license where possible because.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when you showed the one side, I also noticed it seems like Amy's about to like hammer Sonic, right? Like,
Right.
look, like she's going like that, and Sonic's like, "Oh no." She's
Well, he
Dare
probably
you.
skipped out on another date, is what happened there. So.
oh, probably yeah. He was trying to avoid her. Wow. There's all kinds of things going on there with that.
Or he said
wallet.
something insensitive again, because
Yeah, and she got the hammer. Yeah, she must have been angry there.
I could just imagine her really like you're testing it, just tapping her hammer on the table. You testing my patience, boy.
Cool. And Dolph 24/7 wants to know: are there any Sonic stockings? If so, they'd be perfect to wear during winters.
Oh yeah, I have Sonic tights.
Oh,
Oh, I wear them as pajamas though. I don't know where they are. They're probably in the wash or something. Yeah, no, they're like stockings. Yeah.
So on that note, I do have this guy. It is from BioWare.
oh,
So it is licensed item. Got it at the same time I got the wallet. But these that is not its actual length. That's what's here is actually half its length.
I got those too. I got them also at Spencer's.
Yeah, me going to the mall when I have money is a dangerous thing. Between Spencer's, GameStop, Tokyo, which is kind of a store that exists on the West Coast and it seems like only the West Coast. They have a lot of Sonic stuff. I think I don't know. Houston wasn't here for this, but I walked in there looking for gifts last year for my roommate, and I found one Sonic item in there. That's not what I was looking for, and I bought it, but I was like, man, I was looking for something for my roommate. I didn't find what I was looking for, but it's a shame with the fact that they have all this anime and game stuff that you don't have more Sonic, and the person behind the counter was like, And I just go, like, excuse me a minute. And I just walk over and I just come back. And I was only going to spend about $20. $20 became almost $200. And I left home with a crap ton of Sonic stuff. And I continue to go there. I just, they bring so much in. It's hard to keep up with them. So, I mean, there's places I can go locally to buy Sonic merch. Online, I've got places right in the same area that I live in that I can get a lot of classic merch from. If I so decide that I want to lay entire paychecks there, so I avoid those places for now because bills are kind of important. So, I like to have lights and heat. It's snowing here, so heat's kind of important.
Where are you?
I'm in. I'm probably about 20 minutes away from Seattle, Washington.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh, that's cold.
it is.
You know what?
And
I own a house in Nebraska. You know how cold it is right now?
well, you're not in Nebraska, I'm assuming right now, so that probably answers that question.
No, I live in Florida.
Yeah, just brag about it.
I was gonna say, Jeff, I keep seeing that like Dark Chow plush that you have there in the background. Where'd you get that? It looks like really well done.
I got it at Target. Hold on, let me.
I got mine from Target
so you can get
too.
a closer look.
Oh,
Give me a
when
quick
did you guys
second.
get it from Target?
You're making the old guy get up. What's wrong with you? All right.
Oh, that shadow looks really cool too.
Yep, it's from Target and got it like I think a year or two ago. So
Don't get old. It's not worth it. Trust me. But that's this guy right here.
Oh wow!
Oh, that's cool. That's so well made.
Yep, that is, as you can see from the box, that is Tomy.
Tomy.
Of course, they don't make this anymore. You have to go online. This was fun. This was a fun find. So back when I bought my Switch, I was waiting on my paycheck to hit. So, and I had my tax return in hand at the time, and I was just going around. Okay, wait for the paycheck to hit. I got back to the mall, same mall that Tokyo is at. Went and got my Switch, but when I was at Target, I happened to spot this. Is when it was when Target still had its own area for game merchandise. It wasn't worked into the toy aisle like it is now. Would you look at me like that?
Well, no. Well, I see what you're saying. They do actually in Target have like a section that's all for video game collectibles.
Yes,
now, like where NECA is and whatnot.
Free delivery.
Yeah.
Right, but a lot of their Sonic stuff, at least in the ones that I have near me, a lot of the Sonic stuff has been worked into the toy aisles instead of that collector aisle.
Yeah.
And I can barely find anything in those for Sonic in there where they used to have it.
Right.
But I spotted it in that aisle,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, oh. Look at my phone to see if my check hasn't hit yet. Okay, we're gonna hide this. So I pull a bunch of stuff out, push it behind, head off to the mall, get it hits, get my Switch, go all the way back to Target. It's still there, and I'm like, you're coming home. You're.
That's how you do it.
It's like, and I see that they have a Tails one too. I have Sonic and Shadow actually from this same line. I think they have a Knuckles one as well. I think. I don't know.
Ooh.
They do need one for if not for completeness, they have to have one. And if they have one, I will have it. So because I like complete collections. But there's apparently a Light Chow as well. Or Hero Chow.
Yeah, there is.
And I am trying to find it, and I'm having the hardest time finding the thing. And when I do find it, I've already paid all my bills off, and I've already spent too much on other Sonic merchandise, and I have to pass on it. Like, I will have it. Look, I work retail. I don't make that much. That's why I have to limit myself.
So speaking of spending money on collectibles and whatnot, Elijah has a story to share. He says he's loved Sonic for a long time. He never collected anything. Last year he got his first full-time job after graduating college. So he had some extra money to spend, and he literally spent $6,000 on various Sonic collectibles.
Well,
And you know what? That is totally
No.
okay. If it makes you happy,
It's true.
as long as it's not hurting
Mhm.
anybody, man, spend that money.
Spend it
because-
before you get married.
Or hide it well, one of the two.
Well, make sure he doesn't find boxes that it keeps showing up every day at your front door.
Oh, speaking, he
Send it to
says,
your job. Throw the packaging out, and then when
Oh.
she asks where this particular thing, oh, I've always had it. That's what I do.
That's not a bad idea, actually. She never watches these things, so I'm good.
See, there you go.
so, Elijah says they do have a Knuckles one from the Tommy line already, Houston.
Yep.
So,
Where?
he got you right.
careful there, Mr. Knuckles fan, Houston.
Well, that's right. And don't forget it.
Elijah, if you want to share if you have a picture of it, please feel free to share it so Houston can see it, and we'll try to find one for him so he can, just order more stuff and have it there in the background. Dove says, I remember when I played SA2, thought you can get Dark Chow if you mistreat them, and couldn't understand why they were becoming dark, even though I was very kind with them. These were very fun times. I
Why
think you're
would
not
you
alone. I thought the
mistreat
same
Chow?
thing. I thought the same thing, right? I mean, most of us think, oh, you just throw it, and you kind of felt a little bad, right? Even though it's a virtual thing, right? But yeah.
So PlayStation Network has Sonic Adventure on it, and I've been playing it. It actually has been great because they have it for streaming, and brings back so many memories.
Oh, I loved.
Into that Target and playing the demo and never getting a Dreamcast to ever enjoy it.
Yeah, I stream my
I-
Dreamcast Sonic games. Yeah, I do that. When I do my streaming, I only ever use real hardware, so I stream off my Dreamcast or GameCube or whatever it is, Mega Drive, Genesis or whatever it is I'm playing.
I had
Oh.
both Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 on the GameCube. I didn't have a Dreamcast, though I have played 1 on the Dreamcast because I had a friend years ago that was a console collector. He had like obscure stuff like Jaguars and TurboGrafx, like stuff I had never even heard of before. And I went over there one time and I sat there and I'm like, this is really cool. He goes, yeah, I know you're a fan of this. And like, they made a Sonic game in 3D. Are you
Oh.
serious? Hell yes.
Oh, wow, that's cool.
Nice. Is that the
So
actual game or a soundtrack?
I want it.
It's both. 1 second.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
wow.
So it's the game.
Oh, still sealed
Oh.
too.
Wow, still
Wow.
sealed.
Yeah.
10th anniversary? Oh my gosh.
Oh wow.
Oh, the soundtrack. Wow.
With,
Oh
with
my
the
God.
collector.
Oh,
Oh my
wow.
god. So I'm after stream. I'm gonna have to give you my address. No, I'm just kidding.
Like a little booklet with it as well.
I'll be in the
From
Oh.
UK
Japan.
soon,
From
actually.
Japan. Yeah, it was released
I'll
on
be in
the
UK this
Sonic
year.
Adventure. Yeah, it was released on 23rd of June 2001. So bang on the 10th anniversary of Sonic.
Retro
Oh my
Fate.
gosh.
I will actually be in the UK at some point later in the year. Holy
You have to come round. I mean, London. I take it you're going to London. I'm in London.
Oh, that's where I'm going. So we'll chat.
You have to link up. You have to come and see. Yeah, come and see
Oh,
the Sonic
seriously?
Wall. Yeah, you have to.
Seriously, I'm going to. Wow. I'm so excited now. I was excited before, but now I'm really excited.
So old school Sam asks, "Have you shown your Sonic COVID mask I bought you that you refused to take out the package, Fate?" Is
Okay,
there-
yeah. My Sonic COVID mask. Yeah, I've got that somewhere. I've got a whole basic down here. I've got a whole box of non-gaming Sonic stuff that just, I need to find a place to set up. And there's all sorts of weird DVDs and comics and headphones and more plushies and stuff in there. Yeah.
And Elijah said he has that same one you have, also Fate, and he loves the design on the CD.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh,
I
that's
love it, love
amazing.
Wow.
See, now I have more things that I have going on my list to buy.
Yeah,
This is
don't do
why
what I did and go for all the game variants. It's just insane. It's a rabbit hole I've been doing for 20 years and I still haven't got them all. It's a rabbit hole.
Mm-hmm.
But
That's
you keep
awesome.
them in pristine condition. Watch what happens in like 10 years.
watch-
Retirement.
You watch when it's my next turn, Houston, and I show you some very nice Knuckles things that I've got still here. I've got lots more Knuckles to show you.
Oh,
Oh, man. I've got to jump soon. So this is really sad because I want to see it all. But it's probably good that I have to leave soon because, my wallet's already hating me right now. That wallet, it's gone.
Yeah. There is no wallet.
I try to do it with my money, though. I try.
Cool. So Faith, I know you were telling us before, right, that you're collecting Sonic games, that you have variants and whatnot. Do you want to tell the audience about that too? Because it looks like you said you might have one of the biggest collections. I know the guy from Italy.
Yeah, so maybe not Sonic in general, but biggest collections, but definitely games collections. So my goal 20 years ago, when I got my first job and I started picking up Sega games and stuff with my own money, I said that I wanted to get every single, and I used to import consoles back then as well. So like I had like a Super Famicom from Japan and things like that, and I used to get the games early if they came out early. But anyway, so I said to myself, I want to get every single Sonic team game from the UK, Japan, and America. And so I started doing that, and that's what you see behind you. I've got like 381 different Sonic team games now. But what I didn't realize was that there's variants. So what that means is like very slight differences to the box art or the manuals or the cartridges themselves or the CDs and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, I the people that are sort of more into the, I mean, don't get me wrong, I love all Sonic, but I never really got into the merchandising side of it as a kid. I kind of just wanted the games. So that's where, so amongst the people that collect Sonic games, there is another guy in Italy who has more Sonic team games, but a lot of that is just duplicates of like the Wii games or the 360 games and the things that aren't quite as special. But yeah, I think most people would agree that I have one of the most complete Sonic team collections in terms of the games in the world. I've uncovered myself about 10 different variants over the years that we put on a database of Sonic and Sega variants in general. I'm also a huge Sega fan. So yeah, I'm kind of like I'm literally writing the book on Sonic game collecting for myself, and then hopefully it'll become a real book one day. I'm a game journalist and I like to write a book about Sonic one day, so maybe my first book would be collecting Sonic games from around the world and all the different types and stuff.
Wow, that's awesome. I know you also have a YouTube channel, right? If you want to share it with the audience where they can find it at and
yeah, it's just Retro Faith online. Yeah, so I've even made videos about the different variants. So if people were interested, I explained in the video what all the different, it looks like the same game from the outside, but when you look at the manuals and the carts and stuff, it actually becomes, you can see the differences, and there's different, like, especially in America where the rating system turned from like letters to numbers and things. There's all that sort of stuff going on. So it's all different variants of all the different Sonic team games. And I kind of do it. I love it. It's kind of like a secret passion of mine. And even just in the last 2 years, I've uncovered 3 different new Sonic variants that we've kind of checked against each other's collections and stuff, and we agree that that's a new variant. Now everyone that collects them is now trying to get that exact same one. So we're always uncovering. Even now in 2021, we're still finding new Sonic games from around the world, like Africa, Korea, Australia, New Zealand, Brazil, Russia, everywhere. We're always finding new Sonic game variants all the time.
Wow, that's really awesome.
Yeah, but I kind of do wish though that I did collect more of like the plushies and the figures, and because I look at your guys' collections and it looks so fun, whereas mine's just a load of rows of boxes of games, and I kind of think I wish I kind of did buy more figures and buy more, things like more comics and stuff, but. You've got to choose your battles, and I chose the games, and like Jeff says, I wanted it complete. So I think if I tried to get into buying different figures and plushies and stuff as well, I'd probably be in a madhouse right now.
Yeah, well, how I would do that is you're collecting the games, so great, and you've got a good majority of what you need to complete those collections. I'm sure it's not quite complete, and probably never really will. But what I would do is I would take a brand. I would pick a brand, say Great Eastern Entertainment. Okay, well, I want to get all of the plushes that come from Great Eastern Entertainment, one of each. There's probably only about 20 of them. Don't do it all at once. Do it one at a time. Before you know it, You have that complete. That's done. That way you're not like you've bought Tomy, Great Eastern, Jazz, Jax, and then now you've got this 50 million different companies that you're buying from all at one time and trying to complete these collections all at once, and all of a sudden you're spending $200, $300, $400 at a time that you can't really afford, whereas you're spending maybe $30, $40, $50 per month, and then you're cutting it off there, and then you're doing the rest with the games that you want to collect. That's how I would do it.
Yeah, I mean, I've been at this 20 years, so I've gone through the phases of spending hundreds and hundreds every month, or then thinking more logically about it and breaking it down. So I did start doing that, Jeff. I started going, right, instead of just hoovering up everything I find on eBay and whatever, concentrate on, say, these Genesis ones, then go for these Sega Saturn ones, then go for these GameCube ones, and then I know I broke it all down, and the last one I had was the Game Gear ones. If anyone's old enough to remember Sega Game Gear, that's the one. So last year I finally got the last Game Gear game, which was a stupid amount of money, but that completed my goal of getting every variant from UK, USA, and Japan, and now I'm just getting stuff from all around the world now. Like Australia got different variants, and now I'm just getting everything. And it's been a process. It's been a real process. And I've kind of got to the point now where it's you're kind of looking at it like, what am I doing with my life? But then you look back and think, well, this has been the only constant in my life. Especially as like my adult life, the only constant has been collecting Sonic. It's the only thing that's been there since I was a kid up till today. Everything else has fallen by the wayside. Relationships, friendships, families, whatever, all that's kind of, that comes and goes as your life evolves. But when I look back, the only thing that's always been there is Sonic and Sega since I was 7 years old and I first got that first Mega Drive. That was it. It was like, that's the only thing I've always done. Oh, and supporting West Ham, my soccer for you guys, my soccer team. So that's it. Everything else in my life was, obviously family and stuff are there for it, but you know what I mean with like hobbies and stuff. It's like, that's bit Sonic has always been my friend. Sonic's always been my friend.
Absolutely. I feel very much the same way. Sonic has been a very, very important figure in my life, even through some pretty darker times that nearly ended up me not being here to be on this show. And it was Sonic. It was the games of whatever media was available at the time. This was mid 2000s, so we're talking about like all of the 2000s games, or the ones I had access to, the comic, whatever television show, whatever media was out there. I would pour myself into that, and whatever was causing me to not want to be here anymore would go away for a while, and I would just rinse and repeat. It's a bigger story than that, but that's we're not really talking about that, so I don't want to get too deep into that. But that's why I collect now, is because it's near and dear to me. It's never going to go away. It's always going to be there. I will be a little old 95-year-old man, and I will be surrounded by Sonic stuff, and people will come in to visit me, be like, "What the shit?" No.
It's a comfort. It's a comfort.
It is.
It brings me a lot of joy.
I think it's one of those things where, like, a lot of us are millennials around this, age range, 20 to 40, 45. And, we grew up in the nostalgic 90s, right? Like buying all these video games, like anime, all these different things that were going on in the 90s. And we're just different kind of people, right? We're not like baby boomers, right? That might have maybe had a different thought, or maybe they just didn't grow up around like so much video games. I mean, we are the generations that grew up with the first video games and the console wars and all that. And so it's different. I think we're in a different time. And if anyone wants to laugh or whatnot, then that's on them. But really, I think we're seeing it with everyone. We get super nostalgic on the most randomest of things, right, that we saw in the 90s. I know myself, I get really nostalgic seeing the Taco Bell Chihuahua. I thought he was amazing and he needs to be brought back. And they did such a good job with that. And so we all have our things too. And it's really cool that, we're able to collect these things and whatnot. And that all these things are still up and going, right? Like Sonic is still going after all these years and whatnot. And so, with that being said, there is a question that we've started to ask here on our live shows, but we're interested in knowing, how did you all become a Sonic fan? And so, I'll go first to you, Retro. How did you become?
So, yeah, as a young kid, 7 years old in June '91, I liked video games. Like we had a Commodore 64. I don't know if if in America you know Commodore and things like that. And I saw it in there's a shop called WH Smith's in the UK, which oh no, it was Boots actually. Boots. It's now anyway. It was in like a big supermarket type thing, and they had a kiosk like you used to get back in the day for video games. And Sonic was on it, and I had a quick go. I didn't really know what I was doing, but I especially remember that first bit in the first game, Green Hill Zone, where you have to roll down the little hill and roll through the blocks and everything to get through. But I was playing it, and then you jump up in the yellow spring. I know the game so well, like I could play it in my own mind. And I didn't really think much of it, but I was like, this is cool. I was quite young. And then that was June or July '91. And then for Christmas that year, so Christmas '91, my parents got me and my brother a Mega Drive with Sonic 1. And it's got Sonic on the box, and it had Sonic 1 with it, and a few other games and bits and that. And I just fell in love. I just absolutely, from day one of playing that, I was like addicted. And it went from there. As soon as Sonic 2 was released in November '92, I got it for that Christmas. I said to my mum that there's a new Sonic game. I had to give some of my pocket money towards it because it was so expensive, and and I loved it. And then Sonic the comic came out in the UK, and I started buying all of those up. And obviously, yeah, it was just incredible. And I just, from that moment, that Christmas 1991. The little guy, the little blue blur, come in my life, and he's been there forever. I've never ever had a point where I've not played Sonic. I play Sonic and Knuckles probably at least once a week, and just sit and play it through and just complete it. It's a weird thing. It was just an addiction that never went away. I've got my files upstairs where I was drawing my own Sonic levels and all that sort of stuff, and designing my own games. Got big folders like this from when I was a little kid. With all my Sonic stuff that I used to do. Art, it's rubbish. I was never an artist, but it's great just looking back on that stuff and just thinking, this is that's it. So it's Christmas '91. Got a Mega Drive with Sonic and never looked back. That's it.
That's cool. Yeah, the Delph 24/7 has a similar story too. He played it on their friend's Mega Drive, so that is quite interesting there. But yeah, that's a really interesting story too. I mean, I think in the Sonic fan base, there's people that got the first game, they grew up with that, and then there's others that kind of adopted it a little bit later on too. So it's really cool to see just mixed opinions with that. Let's go with you, Jeff. I know people probably heard ours already too, so let's hear it from you now. How did you become a Sonic fan?
Well, it might be. It's a little bit of a story. So I was 11 in 1991 when the game came out, and my parents they had bought a Nintendo, but only because my babysitter convinced them to buy me one because they thought it would help with my coordination. Which, to be fair, it did. And they were right, but my mother was very, very resistant to me having these things because they thought it was all kinds of spiritism and whatnot, basic religion nonsense. It's important to understand I grew up in a religious cult, like not like a psychologically defined as. So there was a lot of cult indoctrination in there that had happened. But some years later, it come 1991, a friend of mine within the same religion there, he had a Sega Genesis, and I played Sonic for the first time on his Sega, which about a year later became my Sega because he and his mother convinced my mother to let me have it because he decided he liked his I think it was the Nintendo 64 that had come out by that time. So I had, it was 14 when he gave it to me. I had become unaware. Not unaware. I had forgotten that there was a game attached to it, but I fell in love with the Sat AM series. In fact, going door, the religion I was in was the Witnesses, by the way. So going door to door, I would miss the show, but then the show started going all over the Saturday morning block. So I actually convinced my mother to let me record the entire Saturday morning block just to watch that show. That's all I wanted, and it went all over the block because of Power Rangers becoming this huge thing at the time, and then it got canceled. Then after it got canceled, my mother made me sell the Genesis that had Sonic 1 and 2. At the time, I never got to play 3 and Knuckles, which I have since, of course. But that went away. Sonic Underground came out. Watched that religiously when I could sneak it in. And then in 2000, I met that same friend that I was telling you about that that was the game console collector. He had Sonic Adventure 1 on it, played the hell out of that game, beat it. We went in half to buy a Nintendo GameCube. I bought Sonic Adventure 2 on it. Eventually, I had Shadow the Hedgehog and the Mega Collection that they had on that at the time. But in the meantime, he was also part of that group, and it got him to the point where he ended up ending his life. He got so stressed out about it. In fact, my aunt had told me up to that point that she had never heard me cry like that before in all the years that she had known me. And it broke her heart. And my heart was broken because we were at the point where if we weren't seen together, someone thought something was wrong with the other. Something happened. So I ended up with the GameCube. I happened to have it in my possession, and I'm so glad I did, because his father sold everything off and didn't even ask if there's anything any of his friends wanted. He just sold it all off. Lost all that collecting. Don't know whatever happened to it. Unfortunately for me, that event plus my own brain starting to wake up from what I was in and what I was involved in started me down that same path, and I nearly did it too on several occasions. It was the Sonic games, comics, whatever media was out there at the time that I could get my hands on is what prevented me from actually following through. And I finally completely woke up in 2008, left New York State, moved to Indiana, never looked back to that religion. But Sonic has always been that constant. And whenever I've gotten a new system, I've always been like, okay, is Sonic available on this system? And then as I've grown more and more aware, it's cemented more and more my love for this franchise. I mean, I'm sure there's other people that can have a similar experience, but for me, with that, having that experience, that's how I got into it. That's why I still love it at just about 41 years old now. And that's why I always love it, because the franchise, sure, it's a great game series, but the way they wrote that franchise back then, it was a kind of, how do I put it? It inspired people to better things, to grow, to be better than they are. If you were really, really looking closely at the storylines of the games, they really went out of their way to subtly teach you really, really deep lessons if you were paying attention. And, like Sonic Adventure 2, Forgiveness, with Shadow and losing his friend Maria and wanting to take it out on the rest of the world, learning to be forgiving to people who were maybe not have even been involved with that situation. I mean, look, for crying out loud, he ends up working for the same organization that just 50 years before took his best friend's life. I mean, how's that for forgiveness? I mean, there's all kinds of little lessons that if you're paying attention, you can learn. And it was those kind of things that impressed me about the series. And I've never not been a fan of this franchise, especially after that experience. It's just it's never going to go away in my life. That's why I collect. That's why I want to, I want other people to experience the franchise, both as it was and as it is now, and compare and see which they like better and so on. And it's just how, when you have a franchise and a set of characters that can be this powerful in someone's life when they need it to be, how do you not like a franchise like that, regardless of who they say the target demographic is? Yeah, how can you not? And so I collect. And then when people ask questions, then I tell that story, and hopefully that inspires them, kind of like, Sonic gave to me. Now I try to give back to other people that way as well.
Wow, yeah, that's definitely a touching story, right? I mean, it's one of those things where they do have those life lessons, and we could probably like talk about other like Sonic games right out there that like they have similar like themes and whatnot, and I do think it's probably done intentionally too, right? Because they don't just want to put a game out there, okay, this happens and that happens, but they actually want to people to connect with the story, to get a life lesson from it too. And you're right. I mean, when you combine that with the video game, I mean, that's something amazing that we don't really see with other franchises like the Mario series. That I keep saying it over and over again, right? It's pretty much the same story being on repeat. It's always Mario saving the princess, and you can't really get too much out of that. I'm sure Mario people might disagree with me and might say like, yeah, there's plenty of, of things there, but I think, let's be honest, right? Sonic games are much different. They have a different story mode, and there's just different things that go on with that franchise. I mean, if we want to add something else on Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, it's the fact that Dr. Eggman ends up working with them, right?
Yeah.
This evil genius ends up saying like, oh, I'm going to team up with Sonic of all, creatures or whatnot. And he ends up, trying to help out, right? To get to the Bio Lizard and be able to do all that. And so that last level, right? That last
setting
level
aside differences, setting aside your differences, it's like, because Robotnik, Eggman, both names are correct in my mind. He never actually wanted to destroy the world. He just wanted to take it over for whatever reason he had. Now, when he saw that what his grandfather was doing was trying to destroy the world, he's like, about that, how about no? I'm going to set aside my differences with you guys, and we're going to work together to get this done and make sure the planet is protected from this specific thing. I mean, they had been at each other's throats for years, probably by that point. It's like, that takes a lot. Oddly enough, that takes a lot of humility on Eggman's part to be able to drop himself down in his mind to that level to be able to get that done.
Yeah, no, that's definitely something else there. So I'm actually going to share with you guys real quick here. As you guys remember, Elijah earlier mentioned that he had a Knuckles. Houston's really going to love this one. And he just shared with us right now his Knuckles, along with a couple others too. So let me share that here. So there is his collection.
Oh, heck
so,
yeah. Yep, I have that Shadow, obviously the Dark Chow. I need that Knuckles now.
Yeah, looks like another really cool, well-made Knuckles.
Houston, I'm gonna slap your hand away. I want it. It's mine. I saw it first.
So far from Houston's reach. Oh my goodness. What a horrible, horrible thing.
I know.
I can't hear you. You're on mute, Houston.
I think he's saying that he's looking for it, right?
Not when you have a phone that's not out of reach. Especially when you have Amazon. Let's see. Or eBay. Or eBay. Hold on.
No, or eBay. Where they want to like overcharge you for it. But that's, you know what? Typically for a relatively new item.
Or if Elijah wants to sell it ever, right? Maybe
Elijah, hit me up. I'm on Facebook. Hit me up.
he might want to sell it there. And then we also got another share from. Let me just make sure I get the name here real quick. Joe Fleming, which actually wanted us to see this, and let me share the screen here.
And might I add that I'm loving his icon.
Oh,
Very
see
creative.
right there. So this
Heck
is,
yeah.
I believe, his poster, right? And he got a really cool poster
Wow.
hanger there.
It looks like a fabric rollout poster.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It
So-
looks like one of those fabric ones.
with Black Doom on it and shadow. Nice. I love it. Love it.
Yeah. Well.
Very cool.
Nice.
Yeah, I will not be buying this today.
Oh no.
Is it expensive? Okay. What's the price tag like?
Hold on. I'm going to look one more place.
Oh no. Well, while you wait, old school Sam Fate, he wants to say, what about your Sonic and Boss Tech Toy Master System Fate? It's the cream de la cream. Wonder if it's something else that Houston will be wanting to look for as well.
Why are y'all doing this to me?
So this is from Brazil. So Sega in Brazil licensed all their hardware and games to a company called Tectoy in Brazil. So it's licensed proper.
Oh,
Wow.
wow.
Nice.
But what's better about it is
Oh,
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Oh.
Very cool.
That's awesome.
yeah, not the best condition, but took me a long time to get one of those.
Hey, at least you have it. And everything from back in those days, you're not going to find them necessarily in mint. It's just
No.
how it is.
Very
Oh.
good.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so this is a Master System from Brazil. I've got lots of games from there now. I'm trying to get all of the Tectoy Sonic games, but they're so hard to get hold of because I need to sort of like get things translated into Portuguese and stuff like that. Just talk to people when I see them on sites and stuff. So yeah, it's not easy. But yeah, that's a nice one.
The shadow's easy to get. The knuckles is not. Oh wow.
Oh, in terms of like dollar cost, or
Are we gonna? Yeah. What are we talking about? How much of a heart attack am I gonna have? Remember, I'm old. How much?
150
Oh, that's not too bad.
Not
I mean,
bad.
yeah.
for a stuffed animal. Come on.
Yeah.
you wouldn't pay 150 for retros stuffed knuckles there? I mean, that's
Oh, if Retro sold me that knuckles for 150, I would do it. But I couldn't do that because that's his lovey. Just like these were my loveys when I was little. These were mine, and I love them. So, Cal Toys and whatnot. These are the ones from way, way back. So
they're not from the same set as retros, right?
no.
Are they different? Oh, okay.
Is yours Cal Toys? Who made yours? Retro?
No, mine's one from the UK, obviously.
Yeah.
Impact.
Mm-mm. Don't know.
Packed.
No idea.
How much did you pay for it?
I didn't. Like I said, I've had it since the 90s.
Since
I don't know. I did whatever it cost at the time in the toy shop.
Could have been a gift. Who knows?
Yeah, probably was a gift or something I picked up with some birthday money or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
No idea.
Wow.
So yeah, I've got lots of stuff from the time that, like, you know, Sonic's a lot. I just want to quickly show these to Houston because he's going to go absolutely crazy.
Oh, okay.
So these are from 1994 from the release of Sonic and Knuckles. So I've got an original keychain.
Oh man,
Ooh.
one.
I've got an original postcard.
I want that too.
Oh.
Oh, stop it. Now you can stop it. Now you can stop. Now I'm getting all weepy. I need to go to GameStop. Goodbye.
Did you say GameStop? I'm like, I don't think GameStop.
I haven't even showed you the best Sonic and Knuckles thing yet.
Oh.
Save that for another time, I think.
Save that for the sequel.
Yeah.
We will be back, friends.
Oh, yeah. He's already spent enough money during this whole live show, right?
Yeah.
What's your total?
Once I've gotten to my limit, that's when we generally wrap things up because, you know.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we
Thank
don't want you to.
Jan, for last time.
You're welcome.
That was Tian's fault, but I am not complaining.
Oh yeah, I mean that's an amazing statue there too, and for a really good price too, right? I mean, you could sell it for maybe double from what you paid for it.
So we're not even going to talk about selling it because I just got it and I'm in a place of honor now. I'm just not going to do it.
Never sell. Never sell.
I was going to let you know, Faith, on eBay, they actually have one that I just saw for like $560.
What, Knuckles?
Yeah, they have a Knuckles.
For 4 figures?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, somebody must be. Yeah, I haven't seen one on there in months.
Yeah, and get this. I think it's number 47 or 48.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. So if anybody's listening and they want one, go over to eBay, and whoever's selling it, you're welcome. You can pay me my commission. We'll work it out.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be different there. All right, before we wrap things up, I know Elijah just said he just shared another picture of something he has, and so let's. Ooh, it's actually a really cool one. So let's look at that real quick, and then we'll get things wrapped up here. So let's see. Okay, that's what he has. It's a new Sonic and Tails craftable from Target.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, I've got one of those from the time, 1992. The original, the actual.
Oh, wow.
Somewhere.
Oh.
Yeah, the actual one.
okay.
Are they re-releasing those? Are they? They're awesome.
Oh.
Or is this? I think this is one of the originals, though. I don't think this is new.
Yeah, this is an original one. Yeah, they could tell the box and.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's from 1992.
Wow.
It's the same as the Kong game. Do you remember the game called Kong?
Mm-hmm.
And you had the little balls in that. So they basically made a Sonic one.
Yeah.
That's awesome. A little fun game.
Nice.
Oh.
Well done, Elijah. Well done. Well, congratulations, everyone, on successfully breaking me today.
Yeah. Awesome.
You have to look me up when you come in Houston. You have to when you come to London. You have to get in contact. I'm very close to like centre of London. I live about 15 minutes from the centre of London.
Well, if you find me on Facebook, hit me up, and then we can stay in contact, and then I will definitely come visit you when I'm there.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, I would.
We'll do another live show, like a stream or something.
Right?
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Only I'll be on the other side of the pond. It'll be great.
So Elijah says they're not re-releasing it.
Yeah,
So,
no,
yeah.
that's good. Yeah.
Yeah,
I thought someone said that it was a new thing from Target. But yeah, no, it's that's the original one. Yeah. So,
Cool. And he said, I would love to share more of my collection next time. Okay, maybe Elijah, if you're interested, you could be on.
Come on,
here
go on the show.
and share some of them.
And real quick, as we're getting ready to wrap up, I do want to share just a quick blue rumor regarding collectibles, if I may.
Oh yeah,
So-
go for it.
For those of you who listen to our podcast, you know that I host a segment called The Blue Rumor. Right? So Blue Rumor is essentially our time to talk any and all things rumor on Sonic. And because we're talking about collectibles, we're going to talk Sonic collectibles. I have some sad news and I have some happy news. Which one would you like first?
The sad news. I mean, you want to end happy.
What I was going to go. So, Diamond Select had come out with this amazing, and Tian and I both cried over this the other day. Fantastic looking Sonic statue from the Sonic movie that they had solicited. I had a couple on pre-order, one for here, one for my office. I know. And they canceled them. So they are no longer making this statue.
I saw this. Did they give any reason for it? Because I was going to get it as well.
They said something along the lines of, I think they were having a hard time figuring out logistics of it or something like that, which is interesting to me because I have so many diamond statues and some of them are slightly more intricate, but I trust the folks at Diamond, so I'm not sure what happened. But
I'm wondering if it has to do with COVID.
It could be. There could also, and people have said licensing issues and whatnot, which I don't think that that's the case. I think that there likely was some technical issue that occurred. Now, with that said, we're still waiting to see of what more Diamond will be putting out. Right now, we have one wave of Mini-Mates. We have one wave of Mini-Mates. We have the statues that have come out. This was the first thing that had been canceled. I know there were a second wave of Mini-Mates that we have not seen. I think I had heard that they were canceled, but I'm not sure what's going on there. So, but as we've talked about before in previous podcasts, the more people buy, the more that are made. So make sure, don't just look at it. If you want it, if you really want it, like don't spend money arbitrarily, but get it. But then that leads to the next thing. Jakks Pacific has been adding some more to their Sonic pipeline. And they are going to be releasing some new Sonic action figures over the next while. We saw this drop some pre-orders on Toy Wiz that shouldn't have dropped when they did. And we got to see some brief glimpses at some really cool Sonic action figures and play sets that are coming out in May. So for those of you who are action figure junkies, right here, you know that those are always so cool to see. So just be on the lookout because there's a lot more coming from Jakks Pacific, and understanding that we are in the 30th anniversary, as you'll hear us talking about quite a bit. I know that there's some other things coming, but they have a really cool Robo Eggman action figure that's coming out from Jakks Pacific. It's part of this playset that will be super cool. And they've got their 2.5-inch line, their 4-inch line, and they have the bendable ones, which I like the bendable action figures, but they also have their more traditional articulated action figures, which are coming. So be on the lookout. And as we've talked about before, still don't know the status of what's happening with Diamond overall, but there are some items that I'm really hoping don't get canceled. Diamond, if you're listening, please don't cancel them. Those will be really, really cool. So just be on the lookout. I am excited about the new Jakks Pacific action figure. Stay tuned because this is also February, which is Toy Fair month. And Toy Fair is canceled this year. But a lot of companies are starting to do their own reveal thing like they did for San Diego Comic-Con last year. I wouldn't be a bit surprised if we see some stuff from Jakks Pacific this month regarding Sonic the Hedgehog. So, and his friends, Knuckles, Tails, yes. So be on the lookout, keep a weather eye, and just be prepared for some really cool things coming down the pipeline. So that's it for the Blue Rumor.
Awesome. Well, glad to hear that side about the statue. I mean, as we all saw, it looked really epic, and hopefully it gets remade, right? I mean, they have the design, all that too, and so, hopefully it does. Hopefully they release it still. But before we actually close out, we literally just had this happen right now on our virtual studio. We have the presence of E123 Omega. Y'all might remember Omega from the video games. And so welcome, Omega, to Hedgehog Zone Live. You're there.
E123 Omega, the ultimate E-Series robot. I am E123 Omega.
Wow. Nice. Welcome. I mean, you came right as we were about to close, but if we can have your thoughts, Omega, on the collections you've seen today.
I do not see any figures of me.
Oh, that's true.
Wait, hold on.
Oh.
Hold on. Be on the lookout for what's coming this year. That's all I can say. But it falls into your category, Omega. Be ready.
I do not care.
I don't care if you don't care. You're going to listen to me, and you're going to do as you're told.
Oh.
Do not underestimate me.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh. We're not even going to play that game today.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Omega. Are you still there, Omega? Thank you. Oh, I think Houston may have kept him quiet.
Because
Limited response available.
let's not forget who you serve, friend. Let's not forget who you serve.
Dr. Eggman, I will destroy him and reign supreme.
Oh.
I'll be passing that message along. Don't you worry about that. Don't you?
Affirmative.
Oh, wow. All right.
I feel like there's some shots been fired there.
Oh, it's on.
Omega, I'm wondering, do you know where Sonic's at? Because I thought Sonic was gonna show up here. I mean, we're sharing collections, and he's made an appearance before, but it looks like he's not making an appearance tonight.
That information is classified.
Oh. Okay. Wow. Guess he's not on there. Wow. I mean, it is his 30th, right? So we would assume he would be there. Joe Fleming, actually, Omega doesn't believe that it's really you. He says whoever's doing that voice mod, you got it nailed down to a T. What do you have to say about that?
Negative.
Oh. Yeah, Joe, we got our very own Omega here. He's really there. Wow. Cool. Well, do you have anything else to say to us, Omega, before we close this out?
Negative.
Omega, you know how at the very end, you may listen to our little podcast here, but do you know at the very end where we talk about your final ring? What's your final ring, buddy?
Oh, that's a good one.
That question does not resonate with my consideration.
Well, then, you just are just full of joy today, aren't you?
Yeah.
This interview is over.
Oh.
Goodbye, Omega.
All right. Yeah. We hope to see.
Leaving.
We hope to see you sometime on the podcast. By the way, Omega, I'm just saying, if you want to make an appearance. Oh.
I cooperate with agencies that work towards combat against enemies, such as Dr. Eggman and other similar threats.
Oh. Well, Omega, I think you might want to know this too. Elijah says, sounds like Omega's a jerk. Tell Omega he needs to go to scrap heap with Metal Sonic.
I do not
Ooh,
care.
shots fired. What do you have to say?
I do not care.
Oh, okay. All right. And then Joe Fleming says he just hopes you're returning. He really wants you back in a game.
I will inform my subordinates Shadow and Rouge of your inquiries.
Yeah, I mean, I think you should make a comeback for this year. I mean, you are a character that we've gotten to know over the past years.
I have nothing
It is
more to say.
time to go.
Yes, it is
I
time to
am
go.
leaving.
Bye,
All
Omega.
right, Omega.
Bye.
See ya.
This kind of stuff happens all the time. and it's really starting to get on my nerves.
Yeah, this kind of
We have Robotnik who does this. We have Sonic who does it sometimes, but only because Robotnik does it. And now this. What the heck?
I don't know what's going on. It's like they keep interfering here with us, and we're like, what's going on? They've, for those of you who haven't listened to our podcast show yet, actually, this sort of stuff sometimes happens. They just take over our Zoom calls, and I don't know how they do it. I keep those Zoom calls, to approve before allowing them to go inside. But one way or another, we might have someone inside our team that's working with them. I don't know what's going on. But if you want to listen to our podcast, you could search for the Hedgehog Zone on your favorite podcast platform, or visit the link there, and it'll send you to a site where you can pick your favorite platform. And so we have multiple options for you to listen to us, for you to listen to some of these things here too, and of course all the great things we have to say about Sonic the Hedgehog and sometimes Knuckles, especially if Houston's around.
Yeah, no, you said something, and it just made me think. I know who's working with them. It's Paul.
Ooh.
Paul's working with them. It all makes sense now. Let's have a discussion with him after this.
Yeah, we'll definitely talk to Paul. If he's watching or if he watches later, then Houston wants to have a talk with you there as well.
He's trying to sabotage us.
He could be, yeah. So I wanted to thank Retro Fate and Jeff for being here with us and for sharing their collections. Of course, to also our team members for sharing their collections as well. But to our special guest here for sharing all these amazing collections and your stories too about your time as Sonic fans. I think it inspires other fans to see that, and other fans are probably going to go out and buy the collections, which we do have some here that have already probably bought quite a bit during this 2-hour live show here. But you'll be able to share it in the next collections chat, so that there is something good to that. And then we'll be able to see your background there grow as time goes on. Maybe take over everything Sonic too, right? Or all Knuckles, right? I keep saying Houston needs to have an all Knuckles wall, right? I mean, our full room.
Faith is with me on this.
Yeah. Power drill
Awesome.
all the way.
What was that?
Awesome.
Power drill all the way.
Yeah, that's right.
Awesome. Well, if you're not following us yet on social media, then please give us a follow. Whether you're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, super easy to find. Just search for @TheHedgehogZone. Also, we invite you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, The Hedgehog Zone Podcast. We are going to start uploading our podcast episodes on the YouTube channel as well, in case you prefer to just listen in on YouTube rather than opening a platform, or maybe you just don't want to pay for Spotify. Understandable. It can add up, and so definitely we'll give you that option there to check us out on YouTube, or if you want to listen to us on your TV screen, right? If you just want to just stream YouTube there, then that is another option there as well. So I'm going to just take a look at here the last 3 comments, and then we'll definitely close it out here. Dove247 says he kind of missed Scourge as a character. To be honest, I like to see him again, even just as a plush toy. This is the perfect year, right, to bring back all those characters from Sonic's 30th or 30 years too. So hopefully there. Elijah says, I'd like to join you next time you're sharing your collections. Just let me know. Probably have a couple of things you've never seen before. Definitely, Elijah, will be sure to send you a message next time we do a collections chat. Or like I said previously, I'm going to start to plan to do these live shows well in advance, probably with the 3-week window, so we already kind of know what to expect and people can prepare for that. Or perhaps you want to buy something else to share, then we'll give you some time to increase your collection there.
Oh, I'm sure you're going to send me more eBay options, aren't you, buddy?
Yeah, maybe there.
My wife's going to really like you.
Oh, yeah. Well, good thing she doesn't watch these things, right? Just have it shipped to your work and you're good, right? We'll take Jeff's side.
You're welcome.
And then Joe says, I hope I can be here for the next one too. I do tech work and my schedule is so bonkers. Yeah, we typically do these shows, as I said in the intro, Sun AM, Sun PM, as a little play on Sat AM Sonic. So it'll be probably Sunday morning Pacific time, Sunday afternoonish Eastern time. So probably around there. And last but not least, Axe, which we wish you would have joined Axe. He says, "What an interesting live these past few weeks. Hope to see what else gets posted on the channel too." So yeah, we might have some surprises in addition to just podcasts being posted on the YouTube channel as well. So shout out to Mr. Axe, who does a phenomenal job with our podcast as well. So the episodes you see edited on our podcast that have all these like really great like bloopers that have all these sound effects and all that. That's all Axe there. The episodes you see that might just have one or two, that's probably me. But thank you, Axe. Thank you for your dedication with the podcast episodes. We all really appreciate your work as well. Awesome. Well, with that being said, thank you very much to everyone who watched this live show, as always, and to everyone who also listens to our Hedgehog Zone podcast. We really appreciate it. It's really amazing, all that you do. And again, thank you to our two special guests today for taking the time out of their day to join us here. So
thank you again for having me for the second time. And I look forward to watching and listening to more of your podcasts. So this has been an end. Unfortunately, I have been in quarantine because somebody at work exposed me to the plague. I tested negative, so I don't have it, thank God. Knock on particle board. But going back to work tomorrow, finally. This has been a great end to that whole fiasco. So thank you again.
We're glad to hear that. Any final words, Retro?
Yeah, thanks for having me. It's been great to meet you all. It's always great to connect with fellow Sonic fans from around the world. So thanks for allowing me to share and spend some time with you guys during this difficult time of quarantining and things. So yeah, I've had a blast. And maybe if you need any guests for your podcast for anything in particular, I'd be happy to help out anytime.
Awesome. Yeah, definitely. Well, we'll let you know. We'll definitely do some episodes on the games and probably go back and look at the classic games a little more than just focusing on these more newer games. So we'll definitely let you know when we do a podcast on that.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Retro, it was fantastic meeting you. I think I've run into some of your stuff here and there, but I'm not entirely sure. But I will be. You said you're on YouTube?
Yeah. Yeah,
I will be hunting you down and following you there.
Yeah, I do lots of history of like Sonic games and stuff on YouTube. Yeah.
Oh, fantastic!
Cool. And we'll be sharing your link out on our social media too, so you can get some more subscribers and so people can go check out Retro's channel there.
Thank you.
Cool. Awesome. Well, also thank you again to Houston here and Tien, part of our Hedgehog Zone team, for joining us here as well. So thank you, everyone. Have a great day or night wherever you might be watching us today, and we'll see you next weekend with another Hedgehog Zone Live. See you.
Bye.
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 Thanks for watching the Hedgehog Zone Live. You can listen to our podcast by searching for the Hedgehog Zone wherever you listen to your podcasts.